Yo, so for today's topic, I want to talk about something a little different off of the regular. It's also freaking cold today. It's like 40 degrees, went from like 70 to 40. It's terrible. But anyway, I wanted to talk about an analogy that I saw a meme of, and it kind of like got me thinking of like the political thing. And this isn't political. And what it is, it's pretty much like, imagine us as America. We're on an airplane, right? All of us, all the Americans, we're on American Airlines, right? And our pilot and the co-pilot and everyone else is pretty much the leadership, right? Like our president and governors and like everyone else, right? And a lot of us don't agree with the governors or the president or whoever, right? That doesn't matter. That's not part of the analogy. But the point I'm trying to make is that we're all on this airplane together, right? And they got our pilots up there and our co-pilots and everyone else. And that's the people that some people like, some people don't like, right? And there's two people on the two groups on the airplane, right? And there's a group of people that maybe agree with the pilot and the pilots and everyone else, and then there's a group that dislikes them, or a mix in between, right? And they want the pilots and everyone else to fail, right? So imagine we're on this airplane, going along, having a great old time, America, woo, everything's awesome, and then we hit all this turbulence, and there's birds everywhere going to the engines, and it's just like a shit show, and that's Corona, right? So that's kind of, all of us are on this airplane. Everything's beeping, crazy shit's happening, fasten your seatbelts on. People are crying, people are like cheering on the pilot, other people are like throwing the cans and the toilet paper and all the shit they're hoarding at the pilot, screaming at him, right? So the point of this is, like, I think we should focus less on the people that we dislike, right? Because there's plenty of people that I think are in leadership positions that I dislike, right? But I'm not hoping for them to fail, because if they fail, us as a country fails, right? I think us as, the United States, as America, we should be rooting for America, right? We shouldn't be rooting for anyone to fail. And, in the end, once we're past all this, then we can see the pilots or co-pilots that were trying to push some other agenda. But that's like for once we land, right? Like, I think we should all be, and landing is getting okay with Corona and not being in a state of disaster and craziness, right? So that's kind of like my analogy is, I think we should be rooting for the airplane to land and not crash and burn. Because rooting for the airplane to crash and burn is kind of dumb, because everyone fails on it, right? I think it's time to let your egos aside and just hope and pray and send positive vibes and juju and everything else to the people that are in charge, to hope that they're making the right decisions, and hope that they're making the decisions they are, because maybe they know more than us, right? So that's kind of just my message. United we stand, divided we fall. And I think that's really important for us to remember, that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you like, who you don't like. We're all Americans. We're all in this together as America. And I think that's the most important thing, right? Hopefully you agree with my analogy, and I hope that it makes sense to you. And this isn't by any means political or anything. It's just an analogy that I think is important for us to remember going through all this craziness. So, hope you have a great day.